What's your name and how old are you?
My name is Celine and I'm 9 years old.
You're 9 years old.
This is my dream, being in America's Got Talent.
Celine Tam's story is one of dreams, determination, and talent that transcended borders. Born on November 22, 2007 in Hong Kong, Celine's rise to international fame is nothing short of remarkable. Her journey began long before she took center stage on America's Got Talent, AGT, and her path to success is a testament to both her natural abilities and the unwavering support of her family. This young star's career was shaped by a pivotal moment, a passion for music, and an unyielding belief in the power of her voice to captivate audiences worldwide. Early beginnings and family support. Celine Tam's musical journey started with her family, who recognized her exceptional talent from a young age. Growing up in Hong Kong, Celine was surrounded by a supportive environment that nurtured her gifts. Her father, Dr. Steve Tam, was not only a successful businessman, but also a passionate music teacher and vocal coach. His transition from the business world to the music industry was inspired by his daughter's singing ability, and he made it his mission to ensure that she received the best possible training. Dr. Tam founded the Singing New Music Center in 2013, a school dedicated to helping young, talented singers hone their craft. The center quickly became a beacon of opportunity for aspiring vocalists in Hong Kong, but for Celine, it was much more than just a place for education. It was the platform where her voice began to shine. With her father's expert guidance, Celine's vocal technique improved at an astonishing pace. Dr. Tam fine-tuned her skills, building her confidence and instilling in her the discipline necessary for a future in music. One of the defining moments in Celine's early musical life occurred during a car ride when she was only 6 years old. The family was listening to My Heart Will Go On, the iconic song by Celine Dion from the movie Titanic, and to their astonishment, Celine began to sing along, hitting each note effortlessly. Her voice carried an emotional depth and technical precision that belied her tender age. It was then that her parents realized their daughter's voice was not just a hobby, it was the beginning of something extraordinary. The early performances. In 2014, at just 7 years old, Celine took a giant leap forward in her career by participating in a televised singing competition in China. The performance was nothing short of spectacular. She chose to sing You Raise Me Up, a song renowned for its challenging vocal range and emotional delivery. Celine, however, was more than capable of handling the song. Her voice soared with power and grace, impressing both the judges and the audience. The reaction was overwhelmingly positive, and her performance earned her national recognition as a young prodigy with an extraordinary vocal range. The attention she garnered from that performance opened up new opportunities for Celine. Later that year, she paired up with Canadian singer Jeffrey Lee for a duet of You Raise Me Up, which further solidified her status as a rising star in the music world. Their collaboration was warmly received, and their chemistry on stage was undeniable. This duet marked the beginning of a series of high-profile performances, including a special appearance on Steve Harvey's Little Big Shots in 2015, a show that spotlighted young, talented performers. By the time Celine auditioned for America's Got Talent in 2017, she was no stranger to the spotlight. She had built a following, garnered international praise, and honed her vocal abilities. Her dream of competing on one of the world's biggest talent shows was on the cusp of becoming a reality, and she was determined to make her mark. Auditioning for America's Got Talent. The stage at America's Got Talent is a place where many aspiring performers hope to make their dreams come true, but it can also be intimidating, especially for someone as young as Celine. Yet, when Celine Tam stepped onto the stage in 2017, she radiated confidence beyond her years. At just 9 years old, she had already performed in front of large audiences and gained experience in the competitive world of music, but nothing could have prepared her for the sheer scale and excitement of AGT. As Celine entered the stage, the audience was immediately captivated by her presence. Her wide smile and calm demeanor exuded a sense of poise that drew everyone in. Celine's backstory was just as endearing as her performance. She shared with the judges that her younger sister's name was Dion, a loving tribute to their shared admiration for Celine Dion. the iconic artist who had inspired much of Celine's musical journey. When Simon Cowell, known for his often biting critiques, asked her which song she had chosen to perform, Celine's response sparked palpable excitement. She was about to sing My Heart Will Go On, the signature ballad from Titanic that had first ignited her passion for singing. As the opening notes filled the auditorium, the energy in the room shifted. The audience fell silent, waiting for what promised to be a once-in-a-lifetime performance. The unforgettable performance. The moment Celine began to sing, it became immediately clear that her voice was something truly special. At only 9 years old, her voice was rich and powerful, resonating with a depth and maturity that most adult singers could only dream of. She tackled the iconic song with an effortless grace, hitting the challenging high notes and emoting with a level of passion far beyond her years. It was a mesmerizing performance, and the audience responded with an eruption of applause. The judges were equally impressed. Simon Cowell, who is rarely effusive in his praise, called Celine's voice unbelievable for someone so young. Heidi Klum, the supermodel and judge, marveled at Celine's stage presence, noting that she had the confidence of someone much older. Mel B, the former Spice Girl, was in awe of Celine's vocal control and technique, observing how effortlessly she navigated the demanding song. Howie Mandel, always quick with his compliments, declared Celine a true star with a bright future ahead of her. The judges were unanimous in their decision. Celine was moving on to the next round. The golden buzzer moment. The real turning point in Celine's AGT journey came during her second performance. For her follow-up, Celine chose How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Michael Bolton, another challenging ballad that required both vocal strength and emotional depth. Once again, Celine showcased her incredible talent, taking the audience on an emotional journey with her performance. The magic of this moment, however, came when guest judge Laverne Cox, visibly moved by Celine's singing, stood up and hit the golden buzzer. In that instant, Celine's place in the live shows was secured, and she became the first ever Chinese performer to receive the golden buzzer on America's Got Talent. This monumental achievement marked a significant milestone in her young career and solidified her status as one of the most promising stars in the competition. The semi-finals and beyond, Celine's journey on America's Got Talent continued to impress as she made it to the semi-finals. Her performance of How Far I'll Go from the movie Moana was another standout moment, demonstrating not only her vocal range, but also her ability to connect with audiences through emotional storytelling. Although her time on the show ended in the semi-finals, Celine's impact had already been felt worldwide. She had proven that age was no barrier to talent, and her voice had captured the hearts of millions. Celine's dream was never about winning a competition, it was about sharing her gift with the world. After AGT, she took to Twitter to thank her fans and share her ultimate wish, to meet her idol, Celine Dion. The response was overwhelming, and her video of herself singing My Heart Will Go On went viral, touching the hearts of viewers across the globe. Meeting Celine Dion. A dream come true. The culmination of Celine's journey came when her idol, Celine Dion, reached out to her on Twitter. In a heartfelt message, Celine Dion congratulated Celine Tam on her extraordinary performances and invited her and her family to one of her Las Vegas shows. For Celine Tam, this was a dream come true. When Celine and her family arrived in Las Vegas, they were met with a warm welcome. The legendary Celine Dion was there to greet them in person, just as kind and gracious as Celine had always imagined. The meeting was an emotional one, filled with gratitude and admiration, and it solidified the bond between these two remarkable singers, who shared not only a name but a passion for music that transcends generations. Meeting her idol. A dream come true for Celine Tam. There was one moment that would forever change her life, the opportunity to meet her idol, Celine Dion. To Celine Tam, Celine Dion was more than just a legendary singer. She embodied the essence of everything Celine aspired to become, not only as a performer but as a person. From a young age, Celine had listened to Dion's music, mesmerized by her voice, grace, and the deep emotional connection she forged with her audience. Meeting her idol was a dream Celine had harbored for years, and when the moment finally arrived, it was everything she had hoped for and more. The meeting took place after Celine's unforgettable run on America's Got Talent, AGT. When Celine Dion sent a message of congratulations to young Celine Tam on Twitter, it was a moment of sheer joy. Celine Tam, who had idolized Dion for so long, was over the moon when she received an invitation to meet her in person. The words of encouragement that Celine Dion shared with her were simple yet profoundly impactful. "You've got a bright future ahead, and don't ever give up on your dreams," Dion told Celine. Those words resonated deeply with the young singer, offering her not just praise but a sense of validation. For Celine Tam, hearing this from her hero was everything. It was the kind of affirmation that gave her an extra dose of inspiration, fueling her determination to continue pursuing her dreams with even more vigor. Celine's encounter with her idol was not just about exchanging pleasantries. It was a moment of mutual respect and shared passion for music. For young Celine, this moment became a cornerstone of her career. It was a reminder of why she had started singing in the first place and how much farther she could go with dedication, hard work, and belief in herself. From that point on, Celine threw herself into practice with renewed vigor, determined to continue improving and making her idol proud. Her commitment to her craft deepened, and her performances became more polished as she worked tirelessly to refine her vocal abilities and further develop her artistry. The challenges of fame, rumors, and public scrutiny. While Celine's journey seemed to be a fairy tale, the rise to fame for such a young star brought with it inevitable challenges. As her popularity grew, so did the rumors surrounding her career and personal life. One of the most persistent rumors was centered on her father, Dr. Steve Tam. Celine's success on America's Got Talent and her growing fan base had garnered much attention, and with it came questions about her relationship with her dad. Some individuals began speculating that Dr. Steve might be using his daughter's newfound fame to promote his own music career. The idea that he was exploiting Celine's success for personal gain quickly gained traction, casting a shadow over the otherwise bright story of a young girl chasing her dreams. Dr. Steve, who had been Celine's biggest supporter since the very beginning, became the target of these unfounded rumors. He was not only her father but also her vocal coach, and his role in her success was undeniable. He had made tremendous sacrifices to ensure that Celine received the best vocal training and mentorship, providing her with the tools and techniques necessary to compete on the world stage. However, some critics suggested that his involvement in Celine's career was driven by personal ambition rather than genuine love and support. The accusations were hurtful, but Dr. Steve refused to let them define him or his relationship with his daughter. As the rumors spread, they began to take on a life of their own, with people speculating that Dr. Steve had ulterior motives, such as using Celine's fame to bolster his own music career. Some even accused him of poaching students from other vocal coaches to further his own business interests. These stories cast a dark cloud over what should have been a time of celebration for Celine and her family. The idea that a father could be using his own daughter for personal gain was not only unfair, but far from the truth. For Celine, it was particularly painful to see her father, who had always been there for her, come under attack. To hear people speak negatively about him, someone she knew to be selfless and dedicated, was heartbreaking. Dr. Steve's response: setting the record straight. Determined to protect his daughter and his family's reputation, Dr. Steve decided to address the rumors head-on. Fed up with the baseless gossip, he took the opportunity to set the record straight. In a heartfelt statement, Dr. Steve explained that his only goal had always been Celine's happiness and success. He made it clear that he had never used his daughter's career as a stepping stone for his own ambitions. He had shifted his career from business administration to music education because he recognized Celine's extraordinary talent and wanted to help her fulfill her potential. His commitment to her was purely that of a loving father and dedicated teacher, not someone seeking to capitalize on her success. Dr. Steve even went so far as to apologize to anyone who may have been hurt by the rumors or felt wronged by the speculation. He also shared evidence of his academic background, including his real doctorate, in an effort to prove that his intentions had always been pure. His goal was not to achieve fame through Celine, but to see her succeed and to help her become the best version of herself. Despite his best efforts, the rumors didn't disappear immediately. The negative stories persisted, casting an unwarranted shadow on Celine's career and her father's character. But Celine and her family knew the truth, and they focused on what mattered most: their love for music and their shared dream of seeing Celine succeed. Family support, a pillar of strength. Throughout the turmoil, Celine and her family remained steadfast. While the rumors hurt, they never wavered in their commitment to one another and to Celine's career. Celine's mother, Celine, was a constant source of support for both Celine and Dr. Steve. She saw firsthand the immense effort her husband put into guiding Celine's career and knew the rumors were nothing more than noise. Celine's unwavering belief in her family's vision helped them stay grounded and focused on their shared goals. For Celine, having both of her parents by her side was invaluable. It was a reminder that, no matter what the public thought or said, her family was her rock. They were the ones who had supported her from the very beginning, and they would continue to do so as she navigated the ups and downs of fame. With the love and support of her parents, Celine was able to push through the challenges and stay focused on her passion for singing. Over time, the public began to see through the rumors. As Celine continued to shine in her performances, people recognized the genuine talent she possessed and the dedication her father had shown in nurturing it. Slowly, the whispers faded, and Celine was able to return to doing what she loved most: performing for her fans and pursuing her dreams without distraction. New opportunities. A bigger stage. As Celine's career progressed, new opportunities began to unfold. One of the most exciting moments came when Celine was invited to appear on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Ellen, known for her love of discovering young talent, had seen Celine's performances on America's Got Talent and was immediately captivated by her. Ellen knew that Celine was destined for even greater things, and she wanted to help introduce her to an even larger audience. When Celine and her family received the invitation to appear on Ellen's show, they were thrilled. It was a huge milestone in Celine's career, and the excitement of performing on such a prestigious stage was palpable. Celine's parents traveled from Hong Kong to the United States to join their daughter for this momentous occasion. The show's atmosphere was filled with excitement as Ellen introduced Celine to the audience with admiration, sharing how this young singer had captured the hearts of millions. The audience's enthusiasm was overwhelming, and Celine beamed with pride and joy as she stepped onto the stage to perform. Her performance was nothing short of spectacular, earning her the admiration of Ellen and the entire studio audience. Afterwards, Celine sat down with Ellen for a heartfelt conversation about her journey and her love for music. Celine shared how her father had been instrumental in her development as a singer and how much music meant to her. Ellen, always warm and engaging, listened intently, making Celine feel completely at ease. The interview was a perfect showcase of Celine's charm and poise, as she captivated the audience not only with her voice, but with her authenticity and humility. Following the appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Celine's career took off. She was invited to perform at high-profile events and received increased media attention, both in the US and back home in Hong Kong. The recognition from Ellen's show introduced Celine to a whole new audience, and her fan base continued to grow. At just 11 years old, Celine was already a star, and she continued to impress audiences with every performance. A voice for change, room to read, ambassador. In addition to her musical achievements, Celine's commitment to making a positive impact on the world continued to grow. In 2020, she was named an ambassador for Room to Read, a global organization dedicated to literacy, gender equality, and education. Celine's passion for helping others shone through in her work with the organization, as she worked to raise awareness and funds for Room to Read's initiatives. Through her role as an ambassador, Celine was able to use her platform to inspire young people everywhere to embrace the power of education and literacy, believing that these were the keys to a brighter future. Continuing to inspire, the road ahead. Today, Celine Tam remains a beacon of hope and inspiration for aspiring artists and young people worldwide. With over 1 million subscribers on YouTube and more than 200,000 followers on Instagram, she continues to engage with her fans and share her musical journey. From her appearances on major stages to her advocacy work with Room to Read, Celine's impact extends far beyond music. Her latest performances at events like the grand finale of the Hong Kong Sevens have once again shown her remarkable talent and stage presence. Each time she steps on stage, Celine does so with a heart full of passion, knowing that her music has the power to inspire and uplift those who hear it. As she continues to evolve as an artist, there's no telling just how far Celine Tam will go. The world is watching, and we can't wait to see where her journey takes her next.